It's the mid-16th century. It's been a difficult time in Norwich, the aftermath of Kett's rebellion and a long depression in the local cloth industry. The mayor at the time was Thomas Southerton, and with the Duke of Norfolk he petitioned the Queen's Privy Council with a radical plan. A plan to settle aliens into the city in the hope of revitalising the cloth industry. But who were these aliens? Who were these strangers? And where do they come from?
Strangers were refugees and immigrants from the Low Countries, that is what we now know as Holland and Belgium. They were all subject to persecution at the time, which caused them to be looking for new homes elsewhere. Primarily, they were weaving and textile trades. That was the main industry in the areas that were suffering persecution. And of course, they were the wonderful skills that we wanted here in Norwich, where we already had a weaving industry.
Kathy, this is a very rare piece. It's dated 1571, hanging on the wall here. Tell me a little bit about it.
It's an extraordinarily rare piece. We don't know of more than a couple of others that survive, and we think it was woven here in Norwich by the very first incomers in the 1570s. It's actually a knotted pile table carpet. It was designed to go on a table or on a bed, not on the floor, because it was too precious.
And these given the collective name of Norwich stuffs.
The Norwich stuffs was the generic name of the whole raft of fabrics that developed in the 17th and 18th centuries.
So this room would have been used as what?
This is the Great Hall of Strangers' Hall, and it's the space which is the most magnificent space, which we think was used not just for the family, but for receptions, functions and welcoming visitors, that sort of thing. Well, we were exceptionally fortunate because they brought their many and varied textile crafts with them from each individual city, and that joined with the native craft expertise to produce absolutely wonderful range of textiles over and above what had already existed in the city.
And so there are numerous present-day residents of Norwich who can look back with pride on their ancestors who settled in Norwich in the 16th and 17th centuries. Strangers no more.